Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very important video wherein I'm going to tell you how I read investor presentations in minutes. Now, I'll tell you about my portfolio. I have around 20 stocks which are in my core portfolio. Now, you can imagine 20 multiplied by 30 pager investor presentation for a single stock. So that would run into almost 600 pages, right? So do you feel that I'm going to go word to word through each and every investor presentation of 20 plus companies? Ideally, answer is no, right? So what do? Is I use an amazing AI prompt that me and my team we have developed together. Any AI prompt that you come up with doesn't happen at one go. You develop an AI prompt, you find, you come to know about the outcome, you again give it some tweaks, and then it comes with an answer, and you redo this process until and unless you find a perfect prompt. So what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to tell you quickly, I'm sure you know about this, but quickly I'll tell you what an investor presentation is. Very important, I'm going to tell you how AI can be used to analyze investor presentations the way I do it. I'm going to show you this with the help of a practical case study, and towards the end a very important point as to how can you get access to prompts that can help you with 6 such use cases while doing fundamental analysis of different companies. So, extremely important video. Keep on watching it till the end. So, first, let's quickly understand what an investor presentation is and how AI can help you to analyze such investor presentations. See, first things first, investor presentation is just nothing but a structured document which is presented quarterly by listed companies, and it helps you to understand the overall business overview. It will help you to understand the financial performance, and also many a times company also talks about the future outlook that can be helpful for the investors. It will tell how the company makes money, what are their key segments, which are their key drivers, what are their strategic priorities, all these points, including what could be certain risks for the company, what are the competitive advantages that the company has. All these things are packed into a roughly 30 to 40 pager report. Now, the big question is how on earth will we go through each and every word of these 30-40 pages report? Instead of that, can I use AI? And exactly that is where today we are going to understand how can you generate a concise one pager summary where you can get something like the highlights in one paragraph. You can understand about the top 5 positives about the company in one paragraph, top 5 risks, let us say, in one paragraph, and ultimately what could be the key pointers that you should track for the upcoming result. That also can be a part of that one pager report. So, what should you understand? See, AI is not your boss. AI should act as your research assistant. It should be used for data collection, for presenting the data in a good format, structured format, so that you can focus on decision making. So, in the next section, we'll understand with the help of a practical case study how I use investor presentations and AI as a combination to make decisions. So here now I'm going to tell you how I have drafted the prompt, because prompt is not like you just draft something, give me a one pager summary of investor presentation. No, you have to tell a lot of things in the prompt. You have to tell what exactly you want. So in this prompt, I've given a role to AI. I've told that it's like 15 years. Let's have a look at this, that you are a senior equity research analyst with 15 years of experience. I've told this that I need to read this under 3 minutes. I don't have time to read 40 pager broker reports. Okay. I've mentioned you are not a SEBI registered investor advisor, so no buy wholesale calls. I've also mentioned that whenever you don't get any data, it's okay. Directly say not available. You should not hallucinate the data. So some important pointers have to be there as a part of your prompt. Then I've told, give me whatever are the headline numbers that matter. You have to tell me what went right, what went wrong, 3 to 5 crisp bullet points. I've told it that you give me a management guidance, some commentary, and ultimately from investor lens, some 4 to 6 sentences which can help me understand whether the long term thesis on the company is intact or not. And ultimately, I have given it some hard rules that it should be only a one pager doc, and no jargon dump. All these points I've very clearly mentioned, right? So now that you know that this is kind of the prompt that I've given, just to save on some time, I've already just attached REC investor presentation and this prompt I've pasted, and let's check what sort of output it has given. Have a look at this entire snapshot given. It has given a headline verdict. It says a mixed full year, record disbursements. I got to know about one point, record disbursement, genuinely impressive cleanup of the legacy stressed book. So basically, NPAs have gone down. Third, it says that, but it has been offset by clear margin compression. So ideally, their NIMS should have gone down and softening return ratios. So something like an ROE, ROA might have gone down. And this is not just a standalone Q4, but it also is like a full year investor presentation. So let's check quickly. See, NIMS have gone up by, NIMS have gone down, like we mentioned, right? Margin compression, NIMS have gone down by 20%. If you remember, it had also mentioned some return ratios. See, return on net worth has gone down, but very important, disbursements have gone up by 28%. This is like the highest ever. But you also see one point, AUM is up by only 3%. How can this happen? Disbursements record high, but AUM is up by only 3%. This is because there must have been a record repayment of loans as well. So this is some unique problem that the company is facing. It has given a very nice 5 pointer on what went right. If you want, you can just pause the screen and read through what went right. It has also given what went wrong very clearly. Again, if you want, you can pause and quickly go through what has been given. Very, very important point. I had also asked about management guidance, and I told don't hallucinate the data, and that's what it says. No specific FY27 guidance on NIM, loan book growth targets, or disburse or any disbursement is disclosed in this deck. So super important point. No hallucination. It has actually given what it is, and ultimately the REC, the investor lens. So this is again just a final note on what it feels, what went right, what went wrong, whether the long term growth story is intact or not. All these things are given in the ultimate part. So again, if you want, you can pause this and read through this. Okay, so I hope you have understood how a good well drafted prompt can help you save minutes or even hours of your research work. Now let's understand that the prompt that I just fed into Claude, how can you get that? And not only one prompt, how can you get prompts for six such amazing use cases where your time for doing fundamental analysis of any stock can be drastically reduced? And for that, I'm coming up with my second batch on fundamental analysis using AI. The first batch was booked completely, but I'll tell you there is a big difference in the first batch and in the second batch. First batch was only about one single tool primarily, which was Notebook LM. But in this one, I'm going to cover Claude to a very big extent. Maximum will be Claude and Notebook LM, followed by ChatGPT, and then Perplexity and Grok will be like only for one small use cases. Okay. When is this going to happen? This is going to happen on this Sunday, that is on the 10th of May. It's going to happen from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you enroll for this, you are going to get the recording even for another 7 days. I will still recommend that you should join this live so that you get to ask questions directly to me. But still, just in case, due to some reason, if you miss, you are going to get a recording for 7 days. Very important, all the prompts that will be discussed during the webinar will be given to you in a PDF format. Okay. Now, what is extremely important is that all these 6 points are going to be discussed during the live webinar. What people face as a problem is that they have a lot of stocks in their portfolio. What if they could rate their stocks with the help of one prompt? That is what we are going to understand, how to rate stocks like a pro in seconds, not in hours. Very important, whenever you analyze companies which are there in your portfolio, you try to see what is the guidance given by the management. But what were the actual numbers? Do we really track that? Very few times, right? So with the help of a prompt, how can you again check whether management is actually walking the talk? In simple words, whether they are actually meeting the guidance or not. We are also, like we decoded an investor presentation, right now decoding a con call is way more important. I'm going to tell you how you can decode con call and understand drivers that a lot of analysts actually track. We are going to understand the business model of a company in minutes using prompts, because again, it does happen that sometimes you buy stocks because someone just told you to buy it. You really don't know the exact business model of the company. That's what we'll understand. We'll understand how to prepare institutional level research reports as well. And super, super important, if you have something like banks in your portfolio, peer comparison using websites like screener.in doesn't help, because it doesn't give you numbers like NIM, GNPA, loans to advances, and all that. So using AI, how can you actually crunch that, is what I'm going to teach in this live webinar. Seats are limited. They are filling up fast, so I would highly recommend, if you want to upskill yourself, don't forget to enroll for this webinar. You can use the coupon code CARRYT, and I'll see you soon in the webinar. I hope you found a lot of value in today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye. You might have come across such advertisements on various social media platforms. Please note, all of these are fraudsters promising unbelievable returns through stock tips. I don't provide any calls or advisory services. I provide only educational content through my social media handles and through my website rachanaranade.com and rachanaranade.in.